Olha só, pessoal, tá muito frio, guardem os seus mamilos por enquanto. Nós vamos ver qual o top 5 desta semana que não foi ao ar, que vocês escolheram. Olha isso.
A teoria do negócio do vulcão, né? Eu vou... você pega um refrigerante...
agora, hein?
Ó, esse aqui... Aí você abre, né? Ele já tem o gás necessário. Aí você pega balinhas de menta no tubinho, para ficar mais fácil, mais rápido, né? Aí eu venho aqui, eu preciso sair de perto.
Sai daí.
Aí eu venho aqui, deixa eu tirar as coisas aqui do meio. É tudo brincadeira, hein, meninada? Não faz isso, hein? E aí você vem e coloca...
Cara, muito rápido, né?
Ela é a tia maluca, né? Ela é a tia louca?
Tia maluquinha. É a dona Florinda da TV brasileira.
Bom, mas pelo menos alguém gozou com a Ana Maria Braga, né?
Finalmente uma ejaculação!
Finalmente uma ejaculação.
Na cara dela, inclusive. Gente, eu tenho uma missão muito difícil agora. Dizer adeus a você.
Gabriel Pimenta, é verdade, velho.
Queria agradecer imensamente a presença de todos vocês que estão aqui no estúdio da Band e vocês que estão aí em casa. Obrigadíssimo. Segunda que vem a gente se vê. Durmam bem.
Tchau, gente.
Tchau.
Valeu.
For pet stores, most of their animals are acquired from puppy mills, even if they may not know it. Puppy mills are low-budget commercial enterprises that breed dogs for sale to pet shops and other buyers. They are often backyard operations that expose animals to filthy, overcrowded conditions with no veterinary care or socialization. Dogs from puppy mills often exhibit physical and psychological problems as they grow up. Strays, if they are lucky, will be picked up and taken to a shelter or pound where they can only hope to find a new home again. An estimated 25 million animals become homeless every year. And as many as 27% of purebred dogs are among the homeless. Of these 25 million homeless animals, an average of 9 million die on the streets from disease, starvation, exposure, injury, or some other hazard of street life. Many others are strays, some of whom were presumably dumped in the streets by their caretakers. The remaining 16 million die in pounds or shelters that have no room for them and are forced to kill them. Sadly, on top of all this, almost 50% of the animals brought to shelters are turned in by their caretakers. Many people claim they don't visit shelters because it's depressing for them. But the reason animals are crowded into such dreary places as these is because of people's refusal to spay or neuter their pets. Several pet owners feel, particularly men for some reason, that neutering a pet emasculates the owner somehow. Or they may just want their children to someday experience the miracle of life, so to speak. In either case, pet owners like these unknowingly take part in the euthanasia of over 60,000 animals per day. Euthanasia, generally defined as the act of killing painlessly for reasons of mercy, is usually administered by an injection in the leg for dogs and sometimes in the stomach for cats. It is a quick and painless procedure for the animals and by far the most humane, but not always the most affordable. Due to the increase of euthanasia in shelters and the growing, constant demand for drugs like Euthasol, some shelters with budget constraints are forced to use gas chambers instead. In a gas chamber, animals are packed very tightly and can take as long as 20 minutes to die. It is by far less merciful, more traumatic and painful, but the procedure is less expensive. Perhaps some of the tough questions we should ask ourselves about animals that we keep as companions are: can we keep animals as companions and still address their needs? Is our keeping companion animals in their best interest, or are we exploiting them? The answers to these questions may lie in the attitudes of the human caretakers and their abilities to provide suitable environments for companion animals. Most human beings are speciesists. This film shows that ordinary human beings, not a few exceptionally cruel or heartless humans, but the overwhelming majority of people, take an active part, acquiesce in, and allow their taxes to pay for practices that require the sacrifice of the most important interests of members of other species, in order to promote the most trivial interests of our own species. The hope for the animals of tomorrow is to be found in a human culture which learns to feel beyond itself. We must learn empathy. We must learn to see into the eyes of an animal and feel that their life has value because they are alive.